Sunsets and sound waves. You're kicking it with Britt Bailey.
Booyah! We're transmitting!
It's like a daily dose of adrenaline.
Hey, get up, we're going out.
What is it?
It's Britt on the road.
I think I want to hear this.
From the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Oh, that's a nice combo.
Awesome road trip!
She's good. She's very good.
Fun?
It's fun.
It's where fun meets awesome.
Can we start?
Can we start now?
Yes!
We are here in Las Vegas at the National Finals Rodeo, and I say we because I have found Ryder Grimes hidden out a little ways beyond where he's going to be playing on his bus. Ryder, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good. I love that you are here at the Westgate. You're going to be playing tonight, right?
Yes, ma'am. Tonight it's going to be a good time.
Yeah,
real good time.
Definitely. And you have quite the following, and you've had quite the year, 2023. Tell me a little bit about it.
It's been a great year. It's hard to even describe it because so much has gone on. Like it just all falls in at once. It's like, whoa, hold on, let me process this. What's going on? But no, it's been a great year. Been very blessed. Thankful to be out here in Vegas again for my second year. Last year, I was just playing, I did one booth appearance, and now I met all these great friends between last year and this year. So we're doing all the booths, and we're playing at the Westgate tonight, and just had a #1 song on Texas radio. Just put out a new record. So a lot's going on, a lot of great stuff. I'm very thankful, very blessed. So it's been a great year. That's all I can really describe it because it has, man. It's definitely been a whirlwind, but a good whirlwind for sure.
Well, tell me a little bit about, a newer artist coming out here to the National Finals Rodeo. You said you met a lot of great people. I think a lot of people don't take the chance to network out here as much as they can.
That's probably the biggest thing that I learned. I've been playing music for a long time, going on my 10th year playing professionally. But since being in the scene, if you want to say it, I started out a long time ago just honing my skill, and I still am. But, really being in the scene, the biggest thing I've learned over the past year really was make connections, talk. I love talking, and y'all are about to figure that out right now. So, yeah, that was probably the biggest thing I learned. It's like, you just go talk to everybody. Like I was going in random booths yesterday that wasn't something I was really interested in, but it's still like, hey, these are good people. Let's go hang out and connect. And, you never know, you can meet your best friend that way. And I have met a lot of best friends that way out here. There's so many great people. I haven't met a bad person out here. I love hanging out. And that's just it. If you're starting a business or whatever, playing music, no matter what you're doing, connect, make connections, meet people, shake hands, give hugs, do whatever. It's a blast. And that's honestly been, such a blessing to me is to have so many great people out here that I've met over the past year. Really, I've only been coming out here this is my second year. So really just talk. That's my best advice to give, because that was the advice that was given to me getting started, was just run your mouth.
Yep. Yeah.
But in a good way.
Yeah, well, and the National Finals, I love it when it comes to Vegas because you see all the cowboy hats, you see all the people that are into the country lifestyle, and it's different than any other time in Vegas. Like I have more doors open for me while we're here for the National Finals than any other. I love Vegas, and so I love coming at all times, but the National Finals just seems like that little bit of extra.
It really is. I love rodeo. I grew up around it. My dad did it, before I was born, but I still heard the stories and stuff. He has a lot of friends that did it. So yeah, it's just that, especially like, I'm not even like heavily involved in the rodeo community, but it's a family, and it's just a great time. Like you said, there's just so many good people out here, and I know I'm never going to get to meet them all, but I pray and hope that I do, because it's just that so many great people to meet, a lot of friends to be made. And I've made a lot of brothers and sisters coming out here. So it's really great. I love this lifestyle, and I love coming out here for sure.
Well, and tell me a little bit about your single that you just released this last year. Tell me a little bit about that song.
Well, In My Boots was my most recent and first #1 on Texas radio. That was actually the second song I ever put out to radio. And it was crazy what happened in between the first single, which was Velvet Chains, and this one, In My Boots. It's just, we started playing shows all over, getting to meet great people, getting to tour with great people. So, man, it's just, we've been running all over. We're starting to cross state lines. It's really cool. But the song itself was it was one of those songs that kind of just came on a whim. I was thinking when I was writing it, like, man, I don't really have anything dancey at the moment. I had ideas for dancey stuff, but it's like, okay, let me write a song. I'm feeling the mood. Let me kind of write a song that's, what I see from the stage, my phone is blowing up back there. Don't mind that. But what I see from the stage, you're in a dance hall or an old bar, and I've seen this before. This has happened. And I love to say this song's a true story because it is. You see it, whether you're on the stage or you're a bartender or whatever, but you see there's always a pretty girl in the bar, and there's always a bunch of guys that are like, man, I want to dance with her. Or, they're all they're not fighting really, but mentally they're like, all right, who's going to get her first? And that's kind of what the song's about. The main character, if you want to call it. I love sidetrack. I love writing, like in general, just writing. So I use a lot of like literature words, like characters and stuff in my songs. So yeah, the character of the song, the main character, if you want to say, which is the guy, he's basically like, he sees this pretty girl, but he's nervous. Sure. And he's like, man, if I don't act fast, there's another cowboy that's in my, you hear the saying, in my shoes, he or she's in my shoes. It's basically that, there's a bunch of other cowboys in my boots here. And if I don't make a move, one of them's going to get her. So that was kind of inspiration. And as I've started singing that song more live, I've definitely seen that scenario happen a lot more. When you do something and it's one of those deals, like once you do it, you start to see it more. Right. And that's exactly how I wrote that song and I started playing it. And it's like, okay, so this is actually a very common scenario. Yeah. So yes, guys, we've all been there. But for real, it's, I'm very thankful that song became what it was. And I'm very thankful for the love and, the success it's gotten. It's been great for sure.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
So tell me a little bit about with the more writing and that type of thing. What's kind of looking ahead for 2024 for you?
Well, we have a full schedule already. A lot of shows that some are announced, some are not. You can find them at rydergrimesmusic.com, or it's actually rydergrimes.com now.
Right down here.
I'll make sure we put the correct link because I'm not tech savvy. But yes, lots of shows coming up for next year. Some announced, some aren't. Brand new record coming out. We just put out a brand new one, but I love the word brand new. But yes, there is a new record coming out, and we're going to shoot for the summertime, late summer, early fall. And just a lot of writing, a lot of time up in Nashville. I love spending time in Nashville writing with some great people. And I love that town. It's a great place. And it's kind of like being here. You just meet a lot of people. It's a great networking place. And just a lot of writing, a lot of music coming for sure. A lot of shows. I love playing. I love traveling. So it's been a blessing and really an honor to get to do this for a living now. Yeah. 9 years ago when I first started, I wouldn't have expected it to turn into what it has, but I'm very thankful it has. It's been great. So 2024 is looking good. I'm very excited.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you down the road. And tonight, being here at Westgate, and you're part of the watch party and the after party with all of that. Espuela does such a great job with their after party.
Yes, they do. It's always a blast. Those are some good people. And I'm very stoked, first time ever bringing the band out here to Vegas. So we're going to show them how our show goes, wherever we're at, and we get to bring it to Vegas. So I'm super stoked, especially being at the Westgate. What a cool place. So much history. I'm a big history guy, so it's really cool to walk around and know the history of that place. The Elvis statue in the lobby is the coolest thing ever. Yeah. So I'm stoked to get to play music here. It's going to be a blast for sure.
Definitely. Is there anything that when you were saying that you went out to all the booths, we're not far from the big convention center for Cowboy Christmas. Is there anything specific that you're kind of like, you know what, I need to get this year for on stage?
A lot. But there's you got to check out Cowie brand. Some good friends of mine. My tour manager is very good friends with the owner of that company, and they have been nothing but nice to me. Great people, that whole bunch over there. Like I said, there's so many. I want everything out there. I love cool clothes and I love hats. I love hats. I have a bunch of cowboy hats. I'm not wearing one now, but I got a bunch of them at the house. And it's just that, I walk in. I love colorful stuff. My boots are I don't have a pair on right now, but boots are like my big thing, like colorful boots. Like I saw you have a blue hat on. I have a pair of boots that are that color. I love it. So going around and seeing that like colorful rough out boots are like the thing now. Yeah. Oh, it's got me going. I love it. Yeah. So I walk around, I'm like, man, I just need every single pair of these in every single color. So I would say just everything really, but boots specifically. I love me a good pair of boots.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we won't take up much more of your time. We've got to get going. You've got to get going. You guys got to get. If anybody's wondering what this is back here, we just decided we'd have a smoke show a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta have a smoke machine in the back.
Yes, yes.
No, this is my crutch here in Las Vegas. It is a humidifier. The best advice I ever got, which I saw it on a TikTok video.
Yeah.
Parker McCollum did a bus tour, and he had one right there. And I said, you know what? I'm doing that too.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot of difference because you know, especially when you're out here in the desert. You know,
Yes.
I went and saw U2 at the Sphere last night. And just side note, but Bono said being in the desert and being a singer isn't good.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought about that as well. See, this is why I have a humidifier. Parker and Bono now
Yeah.
kind of advocates for humidifiers. I'm like, okay, so yes, this is my crutch here. It doesn't have a name. If you have a good name for it, we can name it right there.
Yeah.
It's go get you a humidifier if you don't have one, especially you're going to be out west because it's dry out here. You wake up feeling like you're in a desert.
Right. I really thought last night that I snored a lot, and maybe I did. I don't know, but I'm gonna blame it on the desert with the dry.
Always
with the dry.
blame it on the desert.
Yeah.
Always.
Exactly.
Because I probably am snoring too, but I don't know.
Well, Ryder, I thank you so much for joining us. We are looking forward to all of your success here in the upcoming year and the success that you've already had with your #1. And we just thank you so much for taking some time with us here on Alpha Media Country.
Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. Stop by anytime. We're going to be out here a little bit longer, and hopefully we'll see y'all at the show tonight. It's going to be a blast. Thank y'all very much.
Make sure to follow us, and we're going to be bringing you more behind the scenes and behind the shoots action here while we're out for the National Finals Rodeo, and we'll see you down the road.
Road exclusive with Britt Bailey.
Now that's what I call country.
On location at the National Finals Rodeo.
Yeah, you guys are so much fun.
To find more rodeo news, fashion highlights, and country music and rodeo athlete interviews, visit this station's website.
Now you're talking.